Hello, lovely people. How's it going? I hope you are doing good. So, slay the princess. You all wanted to see a part 2. You were happy to watch me go through some other routes. I'm obviously very happy to do that. So, let's delve into part 2 of this. There's a couple of routes I know to try because I remember stuff that happened where like I could have picked another option. So one of them is where you like just talk to her normally and then the narrator tried to kill her and I tried to stop it last time. But this time I might let the narrator just kill her and see what happens because I think that was one of the ones I didn't pick. The other one is when you kill her without mercy, and then I remember her ghost was mentioning that you didn't feel very repentant, so I might try and do that because I think that could be another route. I'm not 100% sure, but the reason why she became like the wraith at the end was because you didn't care that you'd killed her, so I think there could be maybe another route there. I'm not 100% sure, but they're the only two that immediately sprung to mind, like that might be a route to try. So anything else I don't know, we'll have to see what happens, but I'm going to try those two first. So let's get back into Slay the Princess, part 2. I think so. We'll just do new game. I think that should be okay. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Such a legend.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
I've heard this one. Some of them I might just be skipping through, by the way, if I've already heard the options or like said the options before. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
After that first very depressing ending.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Okay, let's do the nice route, I think. Oh, okay, so thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. Right,
we're gonna try and start this off nice this time, because I think last time, and some of the comments that I got, people were like, how dare you? So I'm gonna start this off with like the nice route, aka, well, I say that, I mean, the narrator will basically take over and kill him. It won't be me. And I actually don't know what's gonna happen if I do that. So yeah, but we're gonna do like the nice route to start off with.
The blade is your implement.
So I'm not gonna do anything wrong.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Which we're not going to take, because I think she's nice when you don't take the blade in with you. From what I remember. I feel like I've forgotten everything already.
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Or is it?
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I'm just gonna try and piss off the narrator as much as possible.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Oh, this is a positive start.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Oh my god, I'm glad I chose that option. Aww.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
No. Unless my bare hands can do it.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Do we need to talk a bit?
Gating Monarch, no less.
I do wonder though, out of curiosity, if we're talking about the whole game as a whole, why we... Initially, because it's like the princess and the hero, but we obviously know that they're obviously... I mean, he could still be a hero, but we obviously know that she technically isn't a princess, right? So, like, why has this situation been manufactured? It's very interesting. I wonder if it was manufactured by the narrator to make this in some way easier, but surely it would have been easier to just make her look like the monster. Why make her, like, you know, if he could control the environments and control the cabin and everything like that, then why is this the way it has to go? It's really fascinating. This game is, like, super interesting. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't think I am, mate.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Yes, we are, hero.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If she didn't start immediately gnawing on her arm like last time, because that was traumatizing.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Oh, completely agree.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
See, we never found out who that was.
Is someone else here?
Oh, wait a minute though, did they not throw the blade down? Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Interesting.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Did the knife get thrown down afterwards or something? I can't remember when the knife, because the knife comes down, doesn't it? Return to the bottom of the stairs. It might be afterwards.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Don't do it. Don't
She barely
know!
hesitates before raising her arm down, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Why? Oh, this haunts my dreams and nightmares, actually. Not even dreams, just they become nightmares. Oh, mate.
As she rips her flesh from her bone,
there you go.
A sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Do you know what? And if that is the narrator, that's a bit fucked up that he's waited for her to do that before he throws the knife down. What a dick. Honestly. Oh, please get me off that screen.
Blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Oh no.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to cut through the bone of her arm.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like that at all. It's grim.
Her limb falls to the ground
No.
from the heavy chains follow suit.
I didn't realize I had such an ick about, like, severed limbs, but, ooh, like, just the thought of biting that hard. Oh, I can't. Ooh. No. That and eyeballs. And throat. Ooh, no. Don't like it at all. Don't like it.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of
This
that.
is it.
The
This
stakes
is
are
it.
too high.
I don't
You
know
can't
if
just
this
let
is
her
right or
escape
not.
into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
I don't know if this is actually going to produce a different ending. I don't know, so we'll give it a go.
As the princess approaches the
Yeah.
bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh. Slay the princess.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Oh.
You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast.
Oh.
She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
Oh shit.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
I just realized, I love how I said this was going to be a nice run. This is not a nice run. What? Oh, for fuck's sake.
She
Woo!
pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
No, she's not.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Oh shit, she's become like a werewolf.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Oh, how lovely.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
Damn.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
Oh shit.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn. Oh, she was pissed. Okay. The witch. I don't recognise that, so I think we've got a different chapter too. Okay, I think I've picked a good
You're
one.
on a path
Okay.
in the woods. And
Good.
At the end of that
Not the same as
path
before is what I
is
mean.
a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue. Bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Oh, I don't think I had opportunists before. Ooh, okay, this might be a new personality. Okay. Let's assume and tell the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother with anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options.
True.
I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
She is gonna fuck me up this time, I'm scared.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
This is where it's really fascinating.
The princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would. That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
Well, no. But also, wait to get to the end of the game, mate.
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I shall try.
Don't believe a word she says.
I don't think she's gonna be doing much negotiating. I have a feeling we're gonna get murdered. I think she's gonna be pissed.
Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
Like, in a way, this is almost the meanest route because we gave her hope and then we just took it away. And I feel like that's almost one of the horriblest things we've done. Like, that's just sad. Oh, proceeding to the cabin. I really don't want to. Do I go down there with no knife, though? That's the question.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room.
Damn, it looks cool,
The
though.
floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
That's the question, though. Do I bring the blade? That's where the question is. Because it's whether or not I can actually, like, at this point, still come to peace with her, or whether or not she's not going to accept that at all. I don't know. Because I know, for example, with, like, the ghost route, she said about not feeling regret over killing her, but we technically... I don't know if we technically did murder her this time. I don't think we technically did. But I know the ghost route, she was like, you didn't show any remorse, so I want to do that one and show remorse. So I don't know, but I feel like going down there with the blade only antagonizes her, but at the same time, I might need it. So I don't know. We'll see.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm also wondering if you look at the mirror every time or ignore the mirror every time if anything happens, because I'm not sure about that either. So what I'm going to do with this run is I'm just going to look at the mirror each time, and then on my next run I'll ignore the mirror each time. And I just want to see if there's a difference, because it just seems like it's there and acknowledge, like, we didn't acknowledge it every time last time, so I'm going to try that too. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I'm going to try it. So approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Yeah, so if I do that each time, I'm just wondering if something will happen. We obviously know how important that action is, so this whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Yeah. Looks cool, but creepy.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Yet.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Right, we'll bring the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
That's a good point.
That's not actually a bad
No,
idea.
that's actually a quite good suggestion. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase
Looks
dug
cool.
into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs.
Oh no.
Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I just got chills. Oh no, we have messed this poor girl around. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Oh shit.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Oh no.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
See, I kind of agree with that. I like to at least talk to myself and talk things out before I make a choice. And go through like all the logical, like, well, this could happen or that could happen, and what's the benefit of that which outweighs that, and, you know, I do that.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Roasted. No, I do want to hear what everyone has to say.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
I'm scared.
Thank you.
Ooh, whoa.
You descend the basement steps,
Wait.
entering the dark room below.
What is she? Now, like what? Like, what?
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Shit.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
We told you.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
God damn it. And we literally told you 2 seconds ago.
Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Ooh, interesting. Oh, there's so many options. Let's go for... Oh my god, I can give her the blade? Oh my god. And I can leave? Or I can just slay her, or I can tell her I'm gonna slay her. That doesn't seem... this is interesting. I might try talking to her first. I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Ooh. Look, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than us both at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Ooh, maybe I will let her out.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement.
I might try and let her out.
We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little, a woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Oh my god, you've got to be joking. Oh, so I can just leave with her. I don't think it'll matter if I leave her in the basement. She's just gonna get out. I think... What? Let's do... I died last time and you didn't. If anyone shouldn't be trusted here, it's you.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failures around on the winner.
Why do I get the nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
I might try and, leave with her.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Same.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide
See,
to do.
I don't think she does.
You won't be
I think
fine,
she's playing
because
with us.
Destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
I think she might kill us if we get out of here.
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back.
No, but there's a very good chance.
I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Ooh, let's do... Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
Oh shit, she's still got the red text on. She's so gonna stab me in the back.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Maybe not, I don't know.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
She might.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Ooh, let's step onto the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you
Oh.
watching every single thing you do.
Oh my god, I think she's gonna stab us in the back.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
Oh.
You want us to turn around and kill her. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
That's true, it's probably the smarter idea.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
Oh, I would be saying, yay, so early.
Why did you just say that? I think we know why.
Oh no.
You feel something
Yeah.
dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Yep, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor.
Oh shit.
You feel something pop.
Oh.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
Oh shit. Whoa.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken.
Oh.
One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
I don't think I would either, mate.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
Fair.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
We could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled
Dumb.
my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
Damn. So, basically, the minute we betrayed her, there was no redemption for this.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned where she'd turn her back on us and I'd say, "Now stab her in the back! Do it now!" And then you'd say something like, "Wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us." And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. Why didn't you tell us your plan before we agreed to go first? Because then you'd have had to lie to her. And you're a terrible liar. That's not... Okay, that's actually a good point. It would have been a good point if it had actually worked. But it didn't work, did it? Well, it's not my fault that nobody listened to me. The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Oh, wonderful.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Oh shit, so we're both like this.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way.
Oh,
What a way to go.
shit.
Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
Oh, damn.
We're going to die together.
Oh.
Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Lovely.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Oh. Oh, whoa. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her
She's
place.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went and I don't know how we'd go about even looking for her.
Does this mean we won? Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? We're top of the pecking order now. Right, boys?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh, so like this one. Oh, so is like this just how it begins if you don't get that opening that I got? I presumed that like the first one something would like happen. Oh, so like in the previous video, did I just have like a really tied in beginning? Because this is just kind of like come out of nowhere, like when you finish the other ones. Oh, interesting. Okay. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city.
I love this
What
speech.
are you?
I love this speech. It's so good. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
See, now I want to try this one again and try and kill her and see if she gets out and see if there's like a third chapter. Because I feel like that one ended too early. I might try this route again, actually. I'm already deciding on the routes I'm going to try because I'm like, so I think like the ghost one I'm going to try. Apparently, someone in the comments said you can keep leaving, but I need to keep leaving. So that one I want to try as well. And then I don't know what it'll mean, but like apparently you can just keep leaving. And then I might try this route again, but try and kill her instead of trusting her. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond.
I love this.
Perspectives to make my own.
It's just so perfect, man.
This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I was sent to slay the princess and stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, God, that bit every time. Everything goes dark and you die. Hero and the princess. I'm wondering if I
You're
do
on a path in the woods,
that route
and
again,
at the end of that path is a cabin,
but slightly different.
and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right, I'm gonna change it up, and I'm gonna do the one where you just keep leaving. And apparently you can just keep leaving, because apparently someone said I could have left right at the end. So I don't know what happens, they just said like to keep trying to leave, so I think I'm gonna try that one this time and just see what happens.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice, he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Oh, it loops.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
You're not emotionally blackmailing me into this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Or you are. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Awesome.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of
I love that the
familiar
music goes
wooden
all...
structures through the leaves. But
It's so
as
creepy.
You focus on your
I love it.
surroundings, you start to realise that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I can't just run away from the cabin. I'm staying here in the woods forever.
Oh, that's clever! A little boring, though. It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing forever. Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? Who's getting...
Oh.
What is that weird feeling?
Oh.
It's like I'm barely even here anymore. Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Oh. What? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet again, memory returns. There is a distinct rumbling, the sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as if something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Oh! Feelers probe across the fabrics of reality, extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion, why are you here? I'm unfinished. Resistance, fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration, this vessel is full of you. It is useless to use it if it doesn't bring us more gifts. Forces pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back, not there. Regret, the world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger, there is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it, I am our only salvation. Oh, it like...
You're on a
hard
path
resetted
in
it.
the woods. And at the end of that
Damn.
path is a cabin.
Okay.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, I'm presuming that's what they meant. Interesting.
You're here to slay her.
Right.
If you don't,
We'll do
it
the
will
ghost
be
route.
the end of the world.
We're gonna do the ghost route. So let's just... We did... I think last time we just did it where we just silently went in and murdered her. And then...
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I think I need to show
We'll find
regret.
the
If you
princess
can,
within.
I don't know, but we'll find out.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I just love, like, the little feature of that where, like, you take the blade and that, like, lovely peaceful music stops. There are little features like that in this game. I just adore it. It's so good. Enter the basement. Like, oh man. Gives you chills. You're like, oh.
The door to the basement
So
creaks
good.
open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
I think I remember. I just didn't say anything. Because it just couldn't, like, you just do it.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Was it that one? Steal your nurse and step forward.
You step forward,
Was it that
your
one?
grip on the blade tightening
Can't
as you
remember.
steal your
Go
resolve.
for it. Be alright.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Play the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh
this one is
easily give
brutal.
way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Feels so bad.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
It ain't. Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because we have.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes,
Oh.
though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift.
Shit.
You simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending, you did it. You saved everyone.
You have already committed to my completion. You
Oh!
cannot go further astray.
What? Oh! Damn. Oh, okay, wait, that was cool. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good.
Oh, so you have to,
I have an
yeah.
idea to get us
That's
out of
interesting. Oh, cool.
here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
That was cool. That was a good one.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out
Shit,
of
so you're
this.
like strong-armed into this.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on.
The little
And I'm
screen,
afraid
it was
that
great.
thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get us out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
You literally don't have a choice.
Nice knowing you.
Wow, the Spectre, right. So this is where I wanted to get to, but this time
You're on a
we're going to
path
try and
in the
redeem it,
woods,
I think, if that's
and
possible.
at the end of that
I don't know if it
path
is.
a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
It's just one of the only routes where she mentioned the reason why she tries to kill you is because you didn't try and redeem yourself. So we'll give it a go. I don't know if it's possible, but I think it's because we kept slashing at her. So I'm guessing. I don't know.
You're here to slay her.
We'll find out.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
I hate when I get deja vu. It freaks me out because I'm like, God, when did I encounter this the first time? Don't like
If he
it.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very
There we
hard to
go.
kill her
Cold,
last
yeah.
time. We'll just do it again.
Well, we're not doing it this time.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Proceed to the cabin. Get in there.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
And she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
She won't be a problem.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin
need to
is
do the mirror.
cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
So, approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
The fact this is all hand-drawn, it's just insane to me.
There was
Looks
a mirror
amazing.
a second ago,
Ugh.
and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
So, we're gonna leave the blade, because she always is a bit, like, angry when we take the blade, so I think if I leave it, maybe she'll be a bit calmer. I mean, I don't think she will, but we'll give it a go. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air.
Yummy.
The very building itself feels dead.
Oh, that's nice.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Oh, I love that.
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller.
This
I was
voice is so
hoping to
good.
see you again.
Oh,
I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
I can imagine.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Wait and see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Okay, I mean, she seems to be kind of giving us an option. Let's go with, I'm sorry I killed you last time, I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there.
Oh.
There's something older and deeper.
Oh.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and where are you supposed to be?
Home.
Oh.
And just where is home, I wonder?
Yeah, that's sad.
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific.
How interesting. That is the first time she's mentioned a home or anything outside of like this that she wants to go to and do, because even in the one where we're nice to her, even then she still doesn't know what she wants. She just goes by like what Smitten essentially makes for her and what she thinks that you want. But this is the first time she's actually shown an interest in wanting to go somewhere for herself and do something for herself. Fascinating.
And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them, smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
It is a bit more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
That's what we're gonna do.
After all,
That made me jump! Oh my god, I can't believe that made me jump. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Ooh. Sounds great, do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Ooh, that's
She
nice.
rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Ooh.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor.
Oh,
And
okay.
everything goes dark.
Oh shit, okay.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Oh, see. Damn. Okay, that's interesting.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me, is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there.
Oh.
Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's so interesting, knowing what we know about the narrator. That is so interesting that she can like pick up on that.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Oh,
I'm just going to ignore her.
that's
Push
fascinating.
yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Oh. I think this is also the first proper lengthy interaction that these two have had. I think in the other one there was a brief interaction where she took over the narrator, but I don't think they've actually talked like this.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Damn.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
See, you could take the blade there. I'm wondering at this stage if you can, like, kill yourself with the princess in there, if she'll try and stop you. But then would that just lead to the spectre route again? I don't know. Like, would she just leave your body before you could do it?
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I want to see what happens. Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open.
It's like so much tension. This is like really building.
You collapse to the ground.
Oh!
You and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort,
You look up and see...
Oh!
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Oh. Oh! Oh, that one kind of made me sad. Oh. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Yeah, let's see. Science as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Oh, you find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you. Oh, or why? Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness.
Oh.
She will make for a yearning heart.
I had no idea going down this route would have such a sad version of the princess. Oh, because like, obviously the Spectre route and then followed by like that Wraith was terrifying. Like it was such a scary route to go down. So just knowing that you had like shown repentance and kindness changed this so much. I can't believe how much this route changed. Like, wow.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
What do you feel about me? Those vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Right, I think I'm gonna do the first route that I did with the betrayal, but this time I'm gonna try and kill
You're on
the
a path
witch
in the woods.
instead
And
of
at the end of that path
like
is a cabin.
letting like
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So what I'm probably gonna do is just speed through this and get back to where we were when we were like in the second chapter, and then we'll take it from there. So I will just speed through this. I accidentally just got a slightly different route. I accidentally brought the knife down with me, and then she didn't dodge. She didn't dodge. She just let me stab her in the back. Oh no, I didn't realize, because I like accidentally brought the knife down, and I was like, oh shit, and I was like, no, it'll probably still be the same. I'll just like drop the knife. No, I've done a different route. Okay. I didn't, what the fuck? Why have I just stabbed her in the back?
There's no going back now.
What?
Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
I think it's because she already didn't trust me.
Are you serious?
Fuck.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
This should be interesting.
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Let's see what happens.
I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Slay the prince? I don't know.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm.
You really cocked up this route. I've cocked this route up. Oh no, what did I do?
You drop the blade.
Ooh.
Pathetically.
Okay.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
Shit.
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact.
This is the same as the initial route.
Blood somewhere inside of you.
Okay, I've accidentally gone down the wrong route, but hey, we'll run with it. Maybe I can do something different in this route.
You poor Aang. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
Oops.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
It can't just end like this, right?
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark.
Okay.
And you die.
Well, let's see if we get something different. The tower, I don't think that is different. Okay, I think I've accidentally picked a wrong
You're
route
on a
here.
path in
Oops.
the woods. And at the end of that path,
Maybe there's
is
something
a
different we can do,
cabin.
though.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, let's go.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
See, last time, I, ended up subservient to her. So I'm wondering what happens if I just slay her? Can I slay her at this point? Proceed to the cabin. I'm just wondering if,
warning
it's possible, because this is where
before
she's
you go any
floaty, right? I'm just wondering if I can slay her at this point. I might give it a go.
She will lie, she will cheat.
We've already committed to the
she
wrong
will do
route, so...
everything in her power to
go.
stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Well, worst case scenario, all she's really gonna do is become that god thing if this isn't right. So let's give it a
We
go.
might as well just pledge
Yeah,
ourselves
so
to
this is
her
this
and
one. I
stop
remember
pretending
this.
we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
I remember it.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Proceeding to the
If
cabin.
that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
On the next round, we'll do the witch route again, because I want to try...
The interior
witch
of the
room.
cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
Yes, it's
The
very
only
nice.
furniture
It's
of
lovely.
note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
So, approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Okay, so take the blade.
You take the
We've
blade
already
from
fucked
the
it up.
altar.
We might as well just take the
It would be
blade.
difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement. Because I think, from what I remember, she's already very aggressive. And she was floating and shit.
The door to the basement
What I
creaks
recall.
open, revealing a
My
spiral
trauma.
staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
This is actually kind of nice.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Can we even kill her at this point? That's a very good question.
You weren't kidding.
We'll find
you
out.
said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Apparently so.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Right, continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you,
Yes.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do.
I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Tighten your grip?
As if on command, the
Oh,
blade
shit.
slips from your grasp.
Ooh, maybe we
It
can't
clatters
kill her.
uselessly to the floor, but we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
Yep.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I'd trust to deal with her. Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to stop her now.
Yeah, it's not going super well, I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before and she absolutely destroyed us.
Yes.
What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen? You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh man, we literally can't do anything else. Pick up the
You
blade.
reach forward and grasp
I
the
think we're gonna
blade.
end up with the same one as before.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway. You
Stand.
can feel a creaking tension between body
I
and
wonder if
will
there's a way
as you
around
slowly
this.
rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
Oh, this is like the history.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting around this.
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
And is there any other way around this?
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Nope.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Ooh. Ooh, wait, I can pick Slay the Princess.
Your body is sluggish and
Oh,
unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lung.
Oh shit, did I try and do this last time and it didn't work?
Sorry.
Nope.
Don't. As
Yeah,
you take
we
another
did.
step forward,
There must not
the
be
blade
another
digs into
route
your
then.
ribs, slicing through
Okay.
flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
Right, we've seen this route, so I'm just gonna skip all this in the video, because if you want to see my reaction to it for the first time, you can see it. And I'll come back to the next route, so I will be back. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Yes.
Oh, hang on!
Your body trembles,
Hang on!
struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will. You finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react.
My bad, my bad. I thought that when you were dead, you were dead. Never mind. There was still another Slay the Princess option. I clicked it. Okay, sorry. Honestly, this video's a bit of a mess. Okay.
The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
heel! Ah! That's like House of Wax, that is. Oh, that scene gives me the... Ugh, hate it. Shit!
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
Damn, okay. Oh,
Don't give her
shit!
any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest.
I should have trusted myself. Wow. Damn, okay. I thought there wasn't another way to go. Damn, okay.
As you find your target again and
Fucking
again,
hell.
she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh.
We can do this, can't we?
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Damn.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You
heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop.
Bloody
as your
hell.
spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest.
Ow.
Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact.
Okay, so we didn't kill her.
You lie there, broken,
I think,
beyond
maybe.
pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
Damn.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something
Ooh.
new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty. Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
Damn.
She collapses to the floor.
Oh,
Her
shit.
glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
So this is the second time we've perished together. Is this gonna end here?
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something, I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over.
Wait, that might not be the end.
Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh! There's a chapter 3. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like the other one where it ends early.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
Yeah, what is that? Oh, it's the broken. Oh my god, I mean, I'd be crying too. What is this? Looks very moist.
I think he's upset.
Yeah, I don't blame him. What the fuck is this? That is me crying. Oh god.
And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Oh, okay, we've got the stubborn here.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was and ever will be.
This isn't good, is it? This isn't gonna be good.
Can't say I
Oh
have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. All right, enough chatter. got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
I don't know what it is, but it's very moist and I don't like it.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really got a say in things.
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
We died! If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. To her.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about.
Oh, the music.
You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change. Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Oh, interesting. If we hit this point of no return you mentioned, then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there. If there even is a there, it doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. Oh, it's very...
Good. We're all on the same
Oh.
page.
What is it? I mean... Oh god, those look like hands. Are these like fingers? Is this... It kind of looks like a creepy spine. Oh god, what have we done? I mean, it said the Fury. She hasn't become like a Fury like the Greek myth Fury, has she? Like the women that have like the bat wings and shit. She's not become like that, has she? Because they'll, like a harpy almost, like that'll fuck you up. Oh god.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
She's gonna fuck me up again, isn't she?
That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Proceeding to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten.
Oh.
There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
It's lovely. It's lovely. I love what you've done with the place. It is very plump. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know. Like these are all just so plump and juicy. Oh, love bit of jam. Love a bit of jam. Like a river of jam just flowing through. That's great.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
How did I fuck this up so badly? Like, what the hell have I got into? Oh my god. I mean, at least it's different. I'm just trying to get the different routes, and I'm like, all right. I mean, this was an accidental route, but yeah, we'll take it.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
You did this.
I did.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's that mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Just to tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
What are you trying to say, exactly?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I think we've committed to this so far. I think we're just gonna have to fully commit through this. I love how at the beginning of this video I was like, I'm gonna try and do a nice peaceful route. That has not happened at all. I'm so sorry for lying to you. Because, oh my god.
Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Don't you want to know what we'll see there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it.
Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Oh, you can actually smash it. What happens if we smash
You bring
it?
your fist crashing
Oh.
down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Why am I not surprised?
You step forward into the darkness.
Oh no.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you?
Oh.
Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Oh god.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Okay.
See how you've soured my once divine melody.
Oh, she's pissed.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop?
I didn't mean to, kind of.
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good.
She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on.
If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Continue down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Holy shit. That is an awesome design. Oh my god, she's even got like demon horns. Oh, this design is awesome. It's so like creepy and like, oh, this is dope. This is dope. This is mixing like fantasy horror with almost like Lovecraftian shit with like body horror. That is dope. That is actually amazing. Is that a heart on the outside? Shit. Oh, she's like flipping. Oh, what's it called? Pinhead. It's almost giving me like Pinhead vibes. Dude, this is horrifying and awesome at the same time.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and
Damn, that
weeping,
is
draped in a
fucked.
tattered dress of her own skin.
Ew!
Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
That's a skin dress? Oh, God, what did I do to you? I'm so sorry.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Make me my own dress of my skin.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then,
No!
with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
I was literally just about to say, please do not tell me that skin is going to come off. Oh, mate, that is grim. What? This might be the most fucked up one. What the fuck? Oh, she's coming. She is coming.
Let her end. It's the
Oh my
punishment you all
God.
deserve for what you did to her.
Shit.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
I mean, her heart's there. Oh, she is coming. What happened to you?
Time happened. You happened. But none of that matters. We're together again, and I'll have my pound of flesh.
Oh, shit.
Bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction.
Oh my God.
On a final squelch, you are unwound.
That is fucked. Oh, no way. So you literally cannot hesitate.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that.
Mate, what in the fuck?
She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive.
Damn.
Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
That is fucked.
We're not out for the count just yet.
Oh, shit. Can we still try and kill her? There's no time for her to step forward and engage your enemy. Oh, we should maybe try and kill her. Oh!
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
Oh! This is gross.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
It's alright, we'll slap her with an intestine. Oh!
Still, you defy your god. I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
This is the most fucked up one.
Swing for her heart. What's left of you, explodes.
Oh, no way.
So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved. Perfectly. In the amber of her torment.
Oh, okay.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
And how are we supposed to lose this one?
I don't know. You're the one who makes things happen, so make it happen.
She's going to get worse. She gets worse every time we get a new cabin.
Who said anything about getting to a new cabin? No, we make something new here.
It won't matter if you do. She'll just pull us apart again.
And preferably, we make something without him.
Shed this vessel for the next?
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
But you do die, and there is a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood, and yet you are still here. What?
Your Honor, where the hell are you?
What?
Are you already at the princess?
What is happening?
This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
Oh, we got Voice of the Hunted. We haven't met them yet. Oh, okay. Well, so I obviously know them because they were at the end of the other one. So like, you got to see all the different voices you can get. So we haven't met this one yet. Interesting.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
The princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound.
Shit.
Again? Already?
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
We have to just keep going. Die again. No way. Okay, this is actually dope. Again, you relinquish your body, and if again you find yourself here but somewhere else.
Ronna, she's gorgeous.
Oh, not the Smitten.
Absolutely divine.
I love the voice of the Smitten.
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
And what are you doing?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
you explode.
Again.
And again. You let yourself go and you are living once more.
On a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the princess and we're unwound. Yes, her head swivels quickly on her neck. Byron arrives as your body unravels with blinding pain.
Wonderful.
No.
Again.
Again. You have no body, you exist, you are reborn.
No time. You narrate now.
Wow, this one is so different from any of the other ones that we have. This one is wild. Oh my god, the pins in the back. This is like Pinhead. That is so fucking creepy.
Yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you. We might actually do it this time.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away.
Shit.
Your muscles, then organs, then nerves laid bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance. Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
But there is no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Because we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
End this. Oh, a force races towards the princess's exposed heart, threads of texture pulled from an all-encompassing nothing. Wow, so she was powerful enough that the long quiet has had to, like, intervene?
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there is nothing there to find. You can't exist.
Damn, the threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit.
It's over.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Wow. For a route that I accidentally ended on, what an amazing route. Holy shit. Damn. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Screw the mirror, we just need to find the princess.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. So does the same thing happen with the mirror the whole time? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradictions. Contradictions don't exist. Actually, I think I said that last time. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you.
You are what brings me meaning. Know that the pain of your journey will subside in due time, but you still have a ways to go before we are done.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we've left behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Right. I'm going to go forward to get us to the right bit that I want to go to.
You're on a path.
Okay, something very weird has happened. All the slay options are gone. I can only warn her. Is this because I did this before?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Oh.
You know you don't have to do this, right?
Okay, so we might be going down a different route.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I literally can't do anything else.
Move the blade.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
This is what...
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Let's see if there's another route I can do down this one.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It
is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife,
Now to remember
your legs give out beneath you.
what we did last time
You
in this
collapse
route.
to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Right, now I need to figure out if there's another route from this one I can go down.
You're on
So
a
I need to
path
remember what I did
in the
last time.
woods. And at the end of that path is a
There's so
cabin.
many routes.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
I love the voice of the smitten.
Excuse me?
Forget he said anything.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
Oh, yes, because last time Smitten killed us, didn't they? Yes, because Smitten killed us, and then in the last bit, Smitten had, like, left us and had, like, right. So what happens if we kill her? Like, now? Can Smitten stop us? Oh, okay. Maybe that's what we'll try and do.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
I love this voice so much. It's so good. It just sounds just like Matt Berry. I love it.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceeding to the cabin. Yeah, I hope I'm remembering that correctly, because, yeah, maybe we can do something different.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the
still
wall
doing
next to
this
the
one.
basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about?
This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
So take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice.
Oh,
it's somehow
this is
even
gonna be
more
sad.
beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
I don't know how I'm going to kill her because I've got two personalities that both are happy to save her, so this is going to be interesting.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever.
You can try.
Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
So, slay the princess.
Blade in hand,
Oh,
you run the princess
no,
down.
I feel so awful.
Wait, no. You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, she looks so
But you
trusting.
ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach,
Oh,
but she does absolutely nothing to stop you.
I feel so bad.
Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
Oh, she looks so sad.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
I'm a monster.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
It was the only way I could think of doing it differently.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
Oh.
And just like that, she's dead.
Oh.
The world is saved.
I'm a
Thank you
monster.
for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult. Oh, I feel sick.
Sick. You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived.
I made Smitten
You
cry.
merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught, grief-stricken, inconsolable.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
Get over it.
Oh.
You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
You raise the blade,
Oh.
aiming the point directly
Oh,
towards your
oops.
heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath.
Rash.
Oh.
The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
If that's what you want to do, let's see what happens. I'm curious what happens.
What? No, let's not do that.
You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murderer. We're dying together right now. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
don't believe this.
What? What don't you believe?
Oh!
You plunged the blade into your own heart and collapsed to the floor.
You can't be serious. Why are you helping him?
I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. Oh, the grey. Oh, okay. I did wonder if something else would happen.
You're
oh.
on a path in the woods.
You horrid
What?
monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've
Where
earned
are
my
we?
forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
Maybe we can still have a happy ending. Maybe we can still redeem this.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
I genuinely feel like this run has been so much more brutal than the first run. I feel so much more guilt this run. Oh my god. I feel so guilty. I feel like I'm an absolute monster for this run.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Bilks.
Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our third. What gave it away?
Where are we?
Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again?
Oh, you just wait and see.
Damn.
My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Oh. He almost gives me like Heathcliff vibes, you know, from I was gonna say from Limbus Company. Oh no, that goes to show I've played that game too much. From Wuthering Heights, he always gives me like that kind of vibe.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice.
We've done it more than twice,
It was unpleasant.
but that is true.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, these two. Oh no.
Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last
If
time.
this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
Influence doesn't require life. But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Whatever happens next, it seems like all of our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, all right?
Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Proceeding to the cabin. I'm a bit worried about what's gonna. Oh shit!
Feels dry and brittle.
Oh
Ancient
wow!
dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs. Each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended.
It is a bit like Wuthering Heights.
Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall.
Yeah, it feels very much like an 18th century like horror novel, like Jane Eyre-esque, that kind of thing. Love that.
Is that her?
Is it her?
Our beloved. So she does live. She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing
There's no
behind
knife.
the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. It's just that damn mirror again. Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it vanishes too. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade.
Oh, there's not even that.
That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Yeah.
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
Good point.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one
We
of
do
you.
deserve that.
Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way.
Wipe the mirror clean.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us. No way left to go but down.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks
Oh,
open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Proceed down the stairs.
As you descend the final step,
Oh.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
Oh, this route's so sad.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
Oh, interesting.
You turn to see the shade of the princess
shit!
staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon.
Yeah.
Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest.
Yep.
This is extremely
pretty bad.
Catastrophic, even.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back.
Oh.
I missed you.
Oh, okay, she seems... Well, I mean, it's like a tinged red, so I don't know if she's quite going to be as happy to see us as she's going to make out, but...
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to yourself quick.
Yes. Seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
And she's locked the door and we're in here. Okay.
She's trying to kill us.
Yep.
A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us.
Smitten.
I say we burn with her.
Don't think we've got a choice. Why did you close the door?
Because I wanted to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel.
Absolutely horrendous, probably.
Bad. I bet it'll feel really, really bad. Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge. She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your skin sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now.
I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good.
Oh, for God's sake,
I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed?
I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
Rush to the door.
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door,
bashing at it with your clenched fists in a vain attempt at freedom.
Oh!
You're stuck. Your skin starts to bubble.
Jesus!
As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours.
You turn to see the princess, face bright and smile wide with manic affection. She clutches you close to her chest, watching with loving eyes as the flames eat you away, bit by bit. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
Oh my god!
But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad.
It was so bad.
But somehow, nothing is so much worse. You'll get used to it.
There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough.
Ew.
Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin. It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
I think I prefer the other happy ending, if I'm being honest. The one where they dance in the stars is adorable. I'm just trying to think of what other route I can take. Because I know there's the route where you, like, leave her in the basement and then she can break out of the basement. But I'm wondering if there's, like, a different way of doing that. So either maybe she can't break out of the basement, or I don't know. There must be something there. Because maybe you wake up and she's out. So I'm wondering if there's like another way of doing that. So that might be the other route we try. Because it seems like you can't follow the same routes that you do previously. But despite your best efforts, you do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unravelled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is passion betrayed. But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart.
Oh, it's like the bridal wear, though. It's so sad. This one is sad because it's like, we obviously have seen in the previous video the reality of if she actually ended up with Smitten and you ended up living together, and how unhappy she was in the repetitiveness and the fact that she still didn't get to be free. And in this one, where even when you killed her, she still loved you and still wanted to do what you wanted, but it was like the first time that we've seen in all the roots where she's loved you but made the decision instead of just doing what you wanted. But it's taken her getting to this point, and that is really sad.
Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Do you know we're going to fight when this is over? Do you really want me to bring you the last vessel?
We may fight, and we may not. But not all fights end in destruction, just as not all conversations end in peace. Even if you destroy me, it will have been worth it to finally know what I am, and to have had the chance to know you.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We have another route to go down. I will say I did have a quick look to just see if there was like any particular routes that I haven't been down or anything in particular that like at this point I can do that's different, because there was a few times I've tried and it's like not let me do certain actions now. So I was a bit like, okay, so apparently if I kill her...
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
So if I slay her...
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
So apparently the other two ways of this lead to new routes, and I didn't recognize the names, so I don't think I've done these routes. So I figured we'd pick one of these two, because I was like, we definitely want something new. So I didn't look at anything else for it. I just was like, what is going to give me a route that I haven't done yet? So, yeah.
This is it, isn't it?
But yeah, sorry if no one likes when people look things up, but I was just like, I don't know which one to take, because the one I was going to do, it didn't let me do. So I was like, I don't know why it's not letting me do it. So now I'm a bit concerned that I'm just going to get like a similar route, and I kind of wanted to try and get like 5 new routes. And I've done 4 of them on my own, very happily. So I'm glad that I managed to at least get 4, but I was a little bit stuck, so. To be fair, for the final video... yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but...
I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
So, yeah, so if it leads to a route you've already done, it does this. So I wasn't sure what else to do. So, which one? Maybe, I'm not sure, I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Maybe that one? Let's go for it.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Ooh, we can remove the blade or we can check for a pulse. Ooh. Should we remove the blade?
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Oh!
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Oh, shit, she was alive! Oh! Damn, I mean, that makes sense if this leads us to a new route, but oh my god!
Quick, let's get out of here.
Oh!
It's too late for that now.
Oh
You collapse
no!
to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a
Shit.
blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she
Oh,
falls with you,
damn.
exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
Okay, so this is leading us somewhere new.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
That's going to be an interesting foot to start on.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark.
Ooh, okay.
And you die.
Let's see. The Razor. Yeah, I don't recognise that name, yeah.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of
So
nowhere
cheated,
and stab
okay.
us again.
Interesting.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time.
Yeah.
You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons.
Ooh, okay.
There's no reason to fear her.
So maybe checking a
You were
pulse will
made
do
for this
something
job.
different.
You'll do just fine.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Got it.
It couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
True.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceeding to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is
Ooh.
a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards.
shit.
Their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay. This looks super different.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Okay, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement. That really broken door. Is she even in here?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs.
Is
The
this?
fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right. Scraping.
Oh.
I told you she has something. I told you.
Oh, God.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
What is that?
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh, her voice sounds really weird.
There is something so wrong with
Yes,
that voice.
thank you, hero.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
God's sake.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
This is unsettling.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
That grin.
She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
See, she's got her hands behind her back. I reckon she's already out.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Oh, why is her voice so weird? If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Ooh, there's so many. Ooh, what if we were just both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Ooh, there's quite a few.
That doesn't sound like me.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
You are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Oh my god, she's so gonna stab
I have
us.
absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab
Yep.
us if we get close
She's
to her.
absolutely gonna stab us.
She certainly feels threatening.
She does.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
She's definitely gonna stab us.
You know who
100%.
is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
This is
But
so
I'm
funny.
nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Ooh, this might be the first time she's denying that happening, like the previous one. But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Oh my god.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
She's absolutely gonna stab us.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Ooh, I can just go screw it and try and slay her. Let's try it.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
No, neither do I.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Oh shit.
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
Oh, we've stabbed each other again? Oh no.
Ow! What did she even hit us with?
You stare down at your chest
What?
and at the long, thin blade she impaled you
Why
with.
has she got that?
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still
Wait,
lodged in
what?
her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic
Wait,
layer.
so that she... Wait, so her leg's gone, so she's got this instead?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
What the fuck?
You're going to die now.
Oh my god.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn! That's clever though, because she was trying to make us focus on her hands so that we didn't realise that it was actually her leg. The arms race.
You're on a path in the woods.
What is
No,
that?
fuck that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Oh, the cheater is so annoyed.
What? The interior of the cabin
Wait.
is sharp.
Whoa.
A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy.
What is happening?
Ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I?
Ooh.
Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Oh, the hunted's here as well.
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Good. It's better
Oh, the
that
stubborn
way.
as well.
Without a fight, no one can win. And if no
Oh.
one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Damn, okay. Oh, wow, this is a really different route. Okay, damn.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Interesting though, because with Stubborn here, that could change things because Stubborn kept pushing us to try and kill her last time. So I'm curious to see if that's going to happen this time.
Let's just
Could be
stay
similar.
focused,
The,
shall we?
the long silence has to or the long quiet, sorry, has to intervene maybe.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
But there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust
Is
it.
it really bad? I'm just imagining her, but as just as like Chainsaw Man. Just down there like Chainsaw Man. Or like there's the one with all the blades, isn't there, that's like Chainsaw Man-esque. I'm imagining she's just gonna look like that when we get down there and I'm just gonna be like, no.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
Oh no, don't like that.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Don't like that at all.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
We're not gonna be fine at all. So screwed.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the
Oh
bottom.
no.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view,
Why?
standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Oh shit.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
There's been a lot of flopping flesh today, and I will say, I don't appreciate it. That is gross. Please stop.
She's loose, and she is coming for
Oh,
you.
fuck's sake.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Oh my god.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Oh, okay, so we're going to fight her again and we're going to have a sip of a lip at it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves fill it. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk her out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has sorcerer arms and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat it. All of these ideas suck. Think of something better. I might just go with the top one because I feel like that kind of goes with everything else. Although I do feel like all these ideas suck, but let's just steel ourselves and go for it.
Yes, yes. This is the best idea anyone has ever had.
I feel like it kind of goes with what they've all been saying so far.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things.
Pain is good. It's how we stay alive.
Nah, I'm sick of pain.
Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much.
Do your worst. I bet you can't even hurt me.
Sure thing. I love a challenge. I bet I can hurt you so much.
The princess closes the distance and we dodge.
And you dodge.
Oh, interesting.
And we fight back.
Damn! Okay, let's fucking go.
And you fight back.
Holy shit.
Oh, you're fast. But let's see how fast you really are.
You and the princess enter a quick and vicious exchange, each of you wounding the other,
Oh.
but neither landing a fatal blow.
Interesting.
Yes, this is exactly it.
But the dance couldn't last forever.
Oh,
All
damn.
it takes is a single clumsy moment. She skewers you.
Gotcha.
And? Does it hurt? No.
Oh, a new one
Oh,
of
the
us.
gold's here.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
You're on it.
No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
What is happening?
Don't like that we died without us knowing it.
Wait,
This really, really blurs
Wait,
some lines
what?
that I prefer not to be blurred.
that's so
Are
weird.
we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
If we didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
So wait, is this another chapter, technically?
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving, why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we?
Come on, show me something new.
Ooh. Oh, there's still, like, more. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs, your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Oh shit, she's getting, like, more.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
It just keeps going again?
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
God, are they all gonna end up here with us?
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. None of this is working. Think. She skewers you.
She's getting like worse and worse every single time, which to be fair makes sense if these are all technically chapter
And then everything goes dark.
resets.
And you die.
Ooh, mutually assured destruction. Oh, there's another chapter.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Okay, right, cool.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
I had a comment about this saying people were like, you should have thrown the blade out the window when you had the chance because it's really funny. But also I feel like, how are we going to do this if I don't have a blade?
Over my dead body.
Yeah, I don't know stubborn letters.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
I kind of want to stick it out though because I feel like we've said one last time.
Besides,
Like-
what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
I love some of the ways these voices interact. It's so
How
funny.
about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Not really.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait, and not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, lovely.
You gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too.
Oh my god. They just can't make the mind
I
up.
think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Alright, I mean... Fuck! I do definitely think this video has definitely been a lot more visceral.
Are you ready for what comes next?
No.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Oh, for God's sake.
Absolutely divine.
Of course Smitten likes it.
Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I really hope so.
That looked
That would be hilarious.
painful.
Ew.
How is she still alive?
I don't know.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
A good question.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
just
Empty your
What
mind.
just happened? It's so quiet.
I've got no idea. Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but her blow finishes its arc. You're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again and again, and you hear and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. The endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. That's it, the final one. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave, memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Here we go. But that isn't right, you can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the centre of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Here we go. I want to play this slightly differently this time. So maybe like a bit more angry, I guess. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
If you want me to slay her, I need to know what she actually is.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Like I said, this isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life
forever. There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small?
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
This may sound really wild, but are we a version of the narrator, but like the narrator part's been taken out of us? Are we formed in the narrator's image? I think we might be, because it mentioned about us having like a beak and stuff. So I'm presuming we were part of the narrator before, and then we got created or like separated from them, and the narrator part had to die so that we didn't have any of this knowledge, so then we could go ahead and kill the princess. Is that right? Are you a part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
Yeah, because I'm wondering if we were a part of the narrator, maybe.
From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
I think you're out of time.
So I am, and so it was always going to be. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Apart from this awesome cutscene. I wonder if it's going to be any different. Oh, I forgot how intense that is. It's so dope.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
If you were always going to become this, then what was the point in me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh, I love this.
That boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
That just animation of her like diving forward, I love that so much. It's so good.
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Oh, interesting. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. I'll go for this one. I don't know what this is going to do, but we're just going to go for it. This has always just been about us. Two people felt forced to hurt each other again and again and again. We don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to emotion of pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it.
Oh, I loved that one.
Solution. You take my hand in yours.
I really liked this one. I thought this route was actually really good and just like sad as well. Oh, that one was really good.
You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was used to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Continue to appeal to shared humanity. We are not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
Behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
If I do another video on this, I don't know if you guys want to see a part 3, but I definitely want to go back down this route because I know I've missed stuff. Like, I've definitely missed shit. There was like 3 options of things I could have done. So like one of them I could have just tried to kill her. I could have given her the knife, so I'm wondering if I could have tried to redeem myself with her, and then obviously we had the back turning option when we both died. So I feel like there's more to this route and it got cut short with the way I chose.
But forever is not forever.
I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But breaking is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
This doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful, eternal, but ever-changing.
As the clash between you abates, the princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Ooh, okay. A lot of slay the princess options. Ooh, okay. See, I think I want to try and save her this time, because I feel like in this video specifically, we've had like a lot of conflict where we've kind of killed each other, and I feel like it's been quite a sorrowful video. Like, it's all been quite sad. So I feel like I want to try to have like a happy ending if I can. What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? Oh.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words.
I think I've chosen.
The final piece lies with you.
I mean, I don't know if leaving is technically the saving her option, but free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Oh. Take her hand. Oh. At once, all the unyielding tension breaks. Oh, wow. You are free and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. Oh, they've got like plants growing. Is that like real video of like time skip of like plant growing? That's awesome. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into the 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you always have been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Oh, I feel like that's quite fitting, actually, because we were looking for, like, she was looking for home in, like, one of these ones, and I feel like that's quite a fitting way of finishing that, actually. That does feel quite satisfactory. Okay, so I want to go back to the main menu. So there should now be... Here we go. Yeah, more of them are now filled in. So we've still got quite a few left. Sometimes the only way to breakfast societal is to put your heart on the line. Become one with the princess in a very literal sense. May involve but does not necessitate being eaten. A way to die to nature, then to let it swallow you whole. Okay, so there's still quite a few we haven't gotten. But for the most part, we got like a few more. So like all of those were like new, which is great. And obviously I did have to look at one of them to kind of lead us down a new route. But the good news is I now know that if I go down that one again, it hopefully will lead us to something else new, which is good. But yeah, there's like a few things I want to try. Definitely down this witch route. I definitely feel like I've missed some from down this route. And obviously that route that we just did, I feel like there's definitely another way to go that one as well. So yeah, I think we've definitely got some options here. So yeah, if you guys would like to see a third video, please do let me know. I would really like to do a third video on this, but if you're happy with just the two, I'm obviously happy to finish this up in my own time. But this game honestly has been such an incredible experience. It's such an amazing game, and it really just makes you think, and it makes me want to go and watch a load of lore videos to really just know more about it. But there's that bit at the beginning where it says like there's no bad choices, just different perspectives, and it was really interesting to see how just slightly different actions really did just change things ever so slightly and kind of create other ways. Oh, I wonder actually if like these sort of like, because these are the two that we got for her, I wonder actually if then there's like these sort of correlate to what these are, because there's 3 at the top. So I wonder if like, is this chapter 2 and this chapter 3? Is that what that is? Maybe it is. But yeah, maybe there's still a few that we're missing then. Interesting. Maybe there's like another route down the Spectre maybe that we haven't been down yet. Oh, fascinating. Okay. But regardless, honestly, this game, in my opinion, is just absolutely stunning. It's such a beautiful game. It's so well made. People have been recommending me their other game. I think it's called Scarlet Hollow, which is actually really interesting because I've had that game in my wish list for years. Like, probably when I actually first started my Steam account, I put that game in my wish list so long ago. So it has been in my like list to play forever. Like I've been meaning to play that game. So if you guys would also like to see a playthrough of Scarlet Hollow, I would love to cover it. Apparently it's only got a few chapters out so far, but then that's not a bad thing because that means that I can play it, and then when new stuff comes out, I can play that. But yeah, this has been an absolute ride. I've really enjoyed this. I think it is just such an incredible game. I think that the more I play it, the more I begin to sympathize with the princess, and on this one I definitely felt a lot more guilty doing the stuff that we did, because when you sort of have the knowledge about her existence and why things are the way they are and why, you know, this happened to her and the narrator's role in all this, you just gain... I didn't even know that was a thing. What the fuck? Oh my god. You just like gain more sympathy over time. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe for plenty more content on this channel. We are doing more indie games on this channel. We are doing more playthroughs. So if you've got any recommendations for games, please just let me know down in the comments below. And also let me know, are there any particular beginning routes that you'd recommend? Are there any kind of ones that I'm like, ooh, like definitely go and do that because that'll lead you to this? Because I found myself getting a bit like, God, what have I already done and what have I not done? And I need to probably sit down and go through my other 2 videos and figure out the routes that I've taken, and then like what are the choices I could make that might lead me to another route, because I got a bit stuck at like the end of it being like, I don't know what to try now. But yeah, if there's anything in particular that you're like, you are missing this, please do this next time. Obviously don't tell me what it leads to, but that would be very, very helpful. And if you want to see another video of this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We've got a Discord, we've got TikTok, we've got Twitter and stuff, so don't forget to follow me on those as well. Thanks for watching everyone, and I will hopefully catch you very, very soon. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.